Hi, thank you for joining us on this episode of Sports Bets for Free. My name is Scott Jenkins, your host, just a local sports bettor here in Phoenix, Arizona. And hopefully today with our picks and your picks, it's going to be another profitable day for you. Saturday, October 28th, NBA bets and scheduled today. So we'll get going on to that one. Great day for us yesterday. The only thing we really missed was the damn parlay. So as Cade Cunningham didn't get his points, SGA, though, put up 32 as SGA does, as that dude is just a machine for not shooting many threes at all. The dude's a machine. Chet Holmgren had a bounce back game a little bit. Finally got his board total where it should be, which is in the double digit mark. So and LaMelo Ball, his points, assists, rebounds, I think is where you're really going to make some value on him. Wembayamba finally got his point total as well. So nice little day yesterday. There's I wouldn't call it a limited schedule, but not a ton of games up on the board today. But we'll get started here. First game out of the chute, Knicks, Pelicans in New Orleans. Pelicans 3-point favorite, total of 224. We do like this particular matchup here on this one. To give you a heads up here, we really like the Pelicans in this particular matchup. Pelicans minus the 3. We did like Pelicans money line first quarter and first half as well. Zion, so make sure you shop this around on his point total as it's varied a little bit from book to book, but we did get it over 25.5 points. Zion over 6.5 rebounds. And we also have our parlay of the day is Zion over his 25.5 points and Anthony Edwards, which we'll get into that game here shortly, over 24.5 points, paying just a little bit over plus 240. So I'll give you a rundown on that Pelicans game one more time. We like Pelicans money line first quarter, Pelicans money line first half, Pelicans minus 3 for the game. Zion over the 25.5 points, Zion over 6.5 rebounds, and that parlay of the day, Zion over 20.5 points and Anthony Edwards over 24.5 points. Let's see. So we'll get into Bulls, Pistons. We didn't have a play on that particular game. Grizzlies, Wizards. We don't have a play there. 76ers, Raptors, not a play there. Pacers, Cavs, not a play there. If we knew Halliburton's playing for sure, we would. Next game up is Heat at the T-Wolves in Minneapolis. T-Wolves favored by 5, 217. Heat playing second half of a back-to-back. This is the reason why we like the T-Wolves in this particular spot here, even though losing game one to the Raptors because they couldn't hit the broadside of a barn in that particular matchup. But we do like the T-Wolves minus 1.5 first quarter, T-Wolves minus 2.5 first half, and T-Wolves minus 5 for the game. Rudy Gobert over 11.5 rebounds, Anthony Edwards over 2.5 threes, and Anthony Edwards over 24.5 points. So we'll run through that one for you one more time. T-Wolves minus 1.5 first quarter. T-Wolves minus 2.5 first half. T-Wolves minus 5 for the game. Rudy Gobert over 11.5 rebounds. Anthony Edwards over 24.5 points. Anthony Edwards over 2.5 threes in that particular matchup there. Like I said, T-Wolves, disappointing start on the road. Much better team at home. And Miami on the second night of a back-to-back. The reason why we like the T-Wolves in that particular spot. Last game up on the schedule is actually the last game we're playing as well is going to be Jazz Suns. Suns currently a 5.5 point favorite at home. Their third game already. No Booker or Beal props anywhere, so the book's probably assuming that they're not going to play. And the way Durant's numbers are, props are, better assume he doesn't play in this particular game. So. But we do like the Suns here, especially first home opener. Should be a lot of fans going crazy in that particular matchup, even though they are 1-1. But definitely a much better team, even without Beal and Booker. I just think they got more than the Jazz can handle. So we like the Suns minus 1.5 first quarter, Suns minus 3 first half, and Suns minus 5.5 for the game. Jusuf Nurkic over 9.5 rebounds. Folks, if this stays at 8.5, we're definitely going to hammer this more when the number is at 8.5, but even at 9.5, we like this. I just think his number is 10 to 12 every game he goes out there and he's healthy. So Nurkic over 9.5 rebounds. Okogie over 9.5 points. He doubled that in game one. Game two, not so much, but a lot taller, bigger defense. I think he'll be a lot more active here as Utah's a little bit smaller team than the Lakers. And Kevin Durant over 46.5 points, assists, rebounds. His point total's at 33.5. So if we take that into play, I think he's good for 7 rebounds. That would put him at right around, let's say, 40-41. Now he's the only really playmaker out there. So I think he gets there. I just don't know if he was going to hit the point total. But I think even if he scores 30, he should be home. He hit this number in the last game without Beal or Booker in this particular matchup. So we assume he's will hit this one again. So we'll run through those Suns Jazz plays for you one more time. Suns -1.5 first quarter, -3 first half, and -5.5 for the game. Jusuf Nurkic over 9.5 rebounds. Josh Okogie over 9.5 points. And Durant over 46.5 points, assists, rebounds combined. So at the end of this episode, do make sure you check out the link to the Google Sheet. You'll see that there. That'll have a list of all of our bets, juice we got those at, how many units, and what book we placed those at. So make sure you check that out when you get some time. When you do get in there, I'll give you a slight tutorial. There are 4 sheets. Currently, sheet 1 is football last year. 2 is baseball this year. 3 is football this year. And 4 is basketball. And we'll have all of these plays as well. I mean, we're just a few days into the start of the season. We're already up a couple hundred units in the NBA. So definitely probably worthwhile and worth your money to make sure we pay attention to all of this. So do check out those Google Sheets when you get some time. And as always, if you can subscribe and get notifications to our YouTube channel, so when we drop our bets, you get those first. If you get notifications, it's really easy. It'll send one to your phone, let you know when we drop new bets. If you don't turn notifications on, you just subscribe. That's fine. It'll make it really easy. When you get into YouTube, just go down to your subscriptions tab. You'll see us. You go into your subscriptions. You'll see sports bets for free and a little dot next to it when we've laid down new bets. And then just hit that there, and that'll pop you right into the channel and give you all the stuff we got going on. Well worth your time and investment and time and money. And we are here to make money. That is our number one goal. And we appreciate everybody's support as always and look forward to seeing you on the next episode.